Welcome to the Point, and let's get straight to the point. Bengal is a state that the BJP perhaps wants to win more than any other, and the battle for Bengal is heating up. And how? Just months ahead of the assembly elections, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is in Bengal on a two-day visit to the state, and he's launched a series of non-stop attacks on, well, who else? The Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee. While Amit Shah has accused her Trinamool Congress government of unleashing terror in the state, Mamata, of course, isn't silent. She has alleged the BJP's bias against West Bengal. The big collision has begun.
बंगाल के गरीब लोगों को दारुण गरीबी से बाहर निकालने के लिए इस सरकार को उखाड़ कर फेंक दीजिए।
ममता बनर्जी को तो उकड़े फेंक दो, ठीक है, बुझलाम।
It's the prelude to the big battle of Bengal. The BJP's top general raiding the TMC's fortress, first of the many more to come.
मैं जहां-जहां गया, सैकड़ों की हजारों की संख्या में लोग रोड पर आए हुए थे। जब वो भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम और जय श्री राम के नारे लगाते थे, तो हमारे स्वागत के लिए कम थे, ममता जी पर गुस्से के कारण ज्यादा दिखाई पड़ते थे।
Setting the tempo for the BJP ahead of the 2021 assembly polls, Amit Shah said the death knell of TMC government has been sounded.
Amit Shah,
Shah also invoked the Bengali pride while attacking Mamata Banerjee.
जिस प्रकार से अपीसमेंट की पॉलिटिक्स, तुष्टीकरण की पॉलिटिक्स चल रही है, इससे बंगाल की ये महान परंपरा आहत हुई है। मैं आज यहाँ से बंगाल की महान जनता को आह्वान करना चाहता हूँ कि आध्यात्मिक और धार्मिक चेतना का केंद्र बंगाल जो पूरे देश का बना, पूरे देश का रहा, वो गौरव फिर से एक बार बंगाल प्राप्त करे। इसलिए आप सब एकमुश्त होकर, जागरूक होकर अपने अपने दायित्व का निर्वहन करें।
If the first day of Shah's visit was a declaration of war, the second day he ticked off many religious and cultural boxes. Shah visited the famous Dakshineshwar Kali temple in Kolkata, where he offered prayers.
वरुण किया गया, अभ्यर्थना किया गया और अंदर जाके वो पूजा दिए। बंगाल का जो संस्कृति है वो हम लोग को जगाना है, वो वापस लाना है। तो ये हम लोग का विश्वास है कि 2021 में जब बीजेपी सरकार बनाएंगे तो बंगाल का जो संस्कृति है वो फिर से जाग उठेगा।
Later, the Home Minister paid a visit to the eminent vocalist Pandit Ajoy Chakraborty. The Union Minister had lunch with members of the Matua community, an influential scheduled caste.
Caste arithmetic is going to be very crucial for the BJP if it wants to make such kind of gains, as it says, 2/3 majority. So Amit Shah, jam-packed schedule today, and he's trying to send across the message to party cadres how serious the BJP is as far as its mission Bengal is concerned.
The TMC was obviously unimpressed and called Shah's visit a political gimmick.
মমতা ব্যানার্জি को तो उकड़े फेंक दो, ठीक है, बुझलाम। আমি আশা করি যে যার ভদ্রতা মেইনটেইন করে কাজ করবেন, জুরিসডিকশন আপনারা আপনাদের সীমাবদ্ধতা বজায় রাখবেন, আমরা আমাদের সীমাবদ্ধতা বজায় রাখব। লক্ষণের ডন্ডি রেখা যেন কেউ পরস্পর আমরা যেন অতিক্রম না করি।
For BJP to ensure that it registers a win in the 2021 assembly elections in West Bengal, it has to identify a face on who would be the face of Chief Minister against incumbent Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Despite the infighting that has been brewing in the party and has left party in tatters at various quarters, this of course would be the biggest challenge for the party in days to come to ensure bringing all the leadership of the state and the root level on the same platform with ultimate ease. With camera person Tapas Berry and Indrajit Kundu, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
So there are many different things that the Union Minister said, but the intention of Amit Shah's visit to Bengal at this time, just months before the election, is in many ways to set the narrative, goad the forces and create a platform where the Mamata Banerjee government is pinned down and forced to react to the agenda set by the BJP. The BJP, remember, has already been emboldened by its performance in last year's Lok Sabha elections, and its performance in Bengal was a source of strength, and it has therefore given them the confidence to go all out. Amit Shah has made no bones about saying that the BJP's true strength will only be realized when states like Bengal and Kerala also come onto the BJP belt. Joining me live now, Shashi Panja, who is a minister and also a spokesperson of the Trinamool. Tom Barakan is spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Panja, coming to you first. The comments made by Amit Shah today in Bengal, they are not new. They have been said before on multiple platforms, but the context of them being said just 6 months before the election are extremely important. Your reaction to some of the specific things being said, including the tone and tonality of Amit Shah saying that appeasement and dictatorship is what defines Mamata, and that appears to be the big thrust of how the BJP wants to attack your government.
Yes, I would. Good evening to you, and I would like to say that appeasement of the West Bengal Mati Manush. We are working to appease them with development, with policies which would lead to development of the people of the state. This is one. Amit Shah ji visits, I think when you address him as Home Minister, but he's come here as on a visit, not as a Home Minister. He has come on a totally political visit. That is also. And of course, we need to add to this that since yesterday, there were photo ops, there were gimmicks, there were photo opportunities, there were lunches with the tribal community, families. And you know, it's so strange. It is so strange because we again think about the Hathras gang rape in UP and the Dalit Atyachar which took place. So here you are trying to actually come and appease the Dalit community and the Namasudra committee and community, and you're trying to be with them and you're trying to make up. You're trying to make up a bridge with them. So it is you who is on an appeasement. You are trying, and I think it is a humiliation because if you note yesterday when he visited North Bengal and he was about to garland the statue, thinking a statue which he doesn't know who it is. You see, here he has already humiliated the people of Bengal and especially the tribal community because Birsa Munda is like God to them. And he thought that that statue was of Birsa Munda. As usual, he was not briefed.
Okay. Tom, to bring you in, the Trinamool says that the appeasement charge on Mamata's government is ludicrous. You just heard the minister say that it is the BJP who is trying to do a Me Too and appease the tribal communities. Respond to that, then we'll get to the next point.
Shiv, unless you are visually challenged, the entire state is very clear on this whole appeasement policies being adopted by Srimati Mamata Banerjee. The fact is, she has played this politics too long, and she has also retained all the, what I would call the scums of CPM. And they are there both at the district secretaries, Zilla secretaries, the local committees, area committees. These are the same people. There is nothing called continuity and change. It's just a continuous process of the Communist Party. This business of appeasement is directly connected to vote bank politics.
Okay.
The Honorable Minister here seemed to be going off the track. She's comparing apples and oranges. The reality is people of Bengal are totally upset with what they're seeing. 100 of our workers killed, hung, and even no post-mortem being done. And she talks about law and order in that state. It is a huge fact that the reality is they're out to murder our workers, and there is no reply to it. appeasement is what they are following.
Okay.
But where is this appeasement going to take
Dr.
them?
Panja, that is another continuing thread of the BJP's attack, and it has been since last year. Even during the Lok Sabha campaign, it was one of violence against BJP workers, the killing of BJP workers, and that is something that the Amit Shah has mentioned now, and we expect that that will be a sort of dominant theme in the run-up to the elections. And the BJP accuses the Trinamool of not acknowledging the threat to BJP workers and these crimes.
No, I'll tell you one thing. First of all, that the Honorable Speaker who has come in from, spokesman from BJP, I think he is also ill-informed, unfortunately, and also misinformed. And vis-a-vis the violence that you are talking of, we deal with it, we deal with case to case every day, and we have also seen that BJP party out here, which there is a dearth of any kind of political agenda. And they are like shakuni. I hope you understand, like vultures. And then person who is dying, maybe due to another cause, they just jump on it. It's just a dead body politics, to put it very short, because your program is also very brief. So, Tom Vadakanji, you need to be briefed more accurately.
That's a big charge. That's a big charge, Tom. Do you want to reply to that? It's dead body politics. You know, many of these, the Trinamool says, are not political crimes, and you're jumping on those and making use of the dead bodies of political workers.
You have people hanging from our party and post-mortem not being conducted. You have to take the matter to the courts. And when you take the matter to the courts, it is delayed.
What have the court said? What has the court said?
The court has asked for a post-mortem, and your government has not bothered to react.
One at a time.
You name the person, I will respond.
You can't heckle.
Dr. Panja, let him finish. You can answer him.
Please, there are clear indications. It's on record that the courts have said that the post-mortem must be done, and it's not done. And why are they hiding from what? What are they scared of? 100 of them have died. And the people of Bengal, do you think they are gone blind? They know what the culture of Bengal is. They are peace-loving people. Here you have a dictator who's running on appeasement. That oxygen is running out. Okay. I'm afraid people of Bengal have woken up. Whatever you may try, your arguments, but you have derailed the governance that Bengal has wanted. And we will give it to them. And that's a promise. And there's a plain speaking by the Home Minister Amit Shah that has hurt you.
Dr. Panja, instead of getting into a rhetorical yes-no kind of argument on this, I want to ask, does the Trinamool feel like it's on the back foot? You know, there's no denying that there is an anti-incumbency. There's no denying the fact that the BJP did better than expected. Perhaps the party itself expected in the Lok Sabha elections last year. And therefore, the Trinamool is the defender here. They are defending against an anti-incumbency, a highly galvanized BJP that perhaps smells blood in the water.
We had an election, last year in November 2019. Somebody was talking about law and order.
Yeah.
And under central, vigilance. And all the 3 seats, Vidhan Sabha seats, were won by Trinamool Congress. This was November 2019. This also needs to be borne in mind. And the other, I would say that, in fact, again, it's frustrating, that it's not that we are on a back foot, not at all. The presentation is absolutely wrong. Why do we have to be on a back foot with so much development? If we get awards from the government of India for work done in Exodin, the Manrega scheme. We get awards in India just now because of the highest school enrollment and highest school retention and the way Shiksha is taking place, the statistics.
Okay.
We have a record of Kolkata being the safest city here in Bengal. What are you talking about? Does the Home Minister respond? Did he even respond on the Hathras issue? He is the Home Minister. Did he even condemn, or did he even utter a single statement? Tom Vadakan should reply to this.
Okay.
Did our Home Minister respond to it?
Yeah. No, this is Tom. This is something that has been thrown at the BJP quite often. That the BJP is trying to muddy waters, stir things up in Bengal when you don't have anything to say about UP. Respond to that. The minister has asked you that.
We have responded. If the Honourable Minister has not heard it, she is not updated on this, then that's her problem. It is being investigated by the CBI and it's coming into public domain. Who are the people who manipulated Hathras is the question that is in public. And soon you will hear who are the people. Your people have always been very active on this. And your own cadre. What have you talked about? You talked about Hathras. What do you know about Rajasthan? What do you know about Kerala? These are issues you are not bothered about.
Trinamool governments in Rajasthan or Kerala.
No, it is not. Okay. It is not Trinamool, but Hathras is not your government.
When you talk about response, I just wanted to know the time of the response. How delayed or how quick was it?
We have responded. If you haven't heard about it.
How quick was it?
Okay.
There is a loss of life.
Okay.
There is a body which was burning in the dead of night. There is a body which was burning in the dead of night.
Tom, I'm completely out of time. I'm completely out of time. We wanted to have this brief to-the-point discussion because Amit Shah, as Dr. Panja rightly said, he's in Bengal, not as the Home Minister. He's there as the BJP leader. He is the election warhorse, really, of the BJP. And this promises to be one of the most ferociously fought election battles of our time. 2021, Bengal is going to be the big fight. The BJP hasn't ever sort of downplayed the fact that this is a state that it wants to win perhaps more than any other. Thank you to both of our guests. That's it on To The Point. Keep watching India Today. Up next is News Track with Rahul. India Today TV, along with 70 other news channels,